While America debated sending another $38 billion to Israel, a 36-year-old army captain in a landlocked African nation made a decision that would send shockwaves through Washington. On October 26, 2023, Captain Ibrahim Traoré severed all diplomatic relations with Israel, not because of religion, not because of hate, but because of a principle that would make every American proud if they understood it. This wasn't just another foreign policy shift. This was a declaration of war against the very foundation of Western dominance in Africa, a system that has dictated who African nations can be friends with for over 60 years. As an American taxpayer, this matters to you. The U.S. sent $114 million in aid to Burkina Faso in 2022 alone. When Traoré cuts diplomatic ties with Israel, he's rejecting the unspoken condition that has governed U.S.-Africa relations for decades. Take our aid, but follow our foreign policy. This is the same principle that led to the American Revolution. Taxation without representation. Only this time, it's aid without sovereignty. This wasn't Traoré's idea, it was Thomas Sankora's. In 1982, Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader cut ties with Israel, calling it an illegitimate state built on stolen land. The Organization of African Unity backed this stance in 1975. When Traoré did the same in 2023, he wasn't copying Sankara, he was fulfilling a 40-year African consensus. In his words, we cannot remain silent while children in Gaza are bombed. We cannot claim independence while supporting oppression elsewhere. Let's be clear, Burkina Faso suspended diplomatic relations with Israel, not economic ties. They closed the embassy and recalled ambassadors, but 12 Israeli companies still operate in Burkina Faso. This is the same distinction the U.S. makes with Iran. When Texas passes laws limiting state contracts with certain companies, it doesn't shut down all those businesses. It simply ends specific state-level relationships. Traoré's decision is part of a larger revolution, expelling French troops, joining the alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger, and building new partnerships. For decades, the U.S. relied on France as its security partner in West Africa. With France's influence collapsing, America faces a strategic dilemma. As Traoré stated, we will not be pawns in someone else's geopolitical game. Africa's future will be determined in Africa. The State Department issued a vague 3-line statement. We respect sovereign decisions while encouraging dialogue. Behind the scenes, officials were deeply concerned. Internal documents show U.S. aid disbursements to Burkina Faso have decreased by 40% since 2022. This quiet reduction represents America's dilemma. How do you maintain influence in a country deliberately moving away from Western alignment? Critiquing Israeli government policies isn't anti-Semitism, just as critiquing U.S. policies isn't anti-Americanism. The IHRA definition explicitly states, criticism of Israel similar to that leveled against any other country cannot be regarded as anti-Semitic. African support for Palestine has always been framed as anti-colonial solidarity, not religious animosity. As an American, here's what you can do. Contact your representatives about shifting U.S.-Africa policy from aid to trade, educate others with this video, and support independent media like Africa Reimagined. This isn't about being pro-Africa or anti-Israel. It's about believing in the same principles of self-determination that made America great. Ibrahim Traoré didn't make this decision for headlines. He made it because he believes in justice, in dignity, in Africa's right to speak and act freely. If you believe in truth over clickbait, in facts over fear, in sovereignty for all nations, then subscribe to Africa Reimagined, because the world needs to hear this revolution.